States of America, which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. We have myself, Amy Freak, Sue Kimball,
Sean Douglas.
Sean Doug, Kimber, Cammer, Ed Spiker, and Melissa Prunier is back. Hooray! Everybody read the meeting minutes?
Yes.
I make a motion to approve the April 28th meeting minutes.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
That's all signed.
I make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from April 14th.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, first, this.
You wanna go right down to the timber?
Well, that's what's, okay, my book is, yeah.
Okay, so I sent a timber intent reminder to Northwinds. However, looking at the timber intents, we still have an outstanding timber report of cut from Willow Pond Development. So I will follow up with our town clerk, tax collector, and get the information and send a reminder letter out for that. I did, however, do the warrant for Lakes and Lifts Lodges, which is here for signature. That's what this is for. So we have a matrix. I did the matrix, which provided us with percentage. Hold on a second, that goes with it. That goes with it. The report goes with it. I sent this over to Susan Kimball, so she had eyes on it as well. There are 2 pages to sign on this. Sign there. And sign that one. I also, because we end up signing it on a Tuesday, I always give the tax collector a week to process his, so he does not have to bill this until May 18th. It gives him time to do his portion of it. This goes with it. And that is what we have for timber. So we have 1 warrant to be signed, 1 reminder out, and 1 outstanding. No new intents that I know of, and then will be finalized for the 2025 tax year. Willow Pond Development, the logger is John Parsons. It is map 8, lot 184.
And I don't have any driveway permits, septic approvals, or building permits here.
O'Hearn reached out regarding his septic.
Oh, I don't have them. Oh, I have this one that's pending.
That is so pending.
But I don't
Sorry,
have
no,
any.
that's all.
No? What was O'Hearn's?
Septic that we approved that last. It was septic.
I didn't think we had anything.
Wasn't that the one that the state wanted clarification on change of use?
Which one?
O'Hearn?
Yes, we provided, I thought we provided, so I did on
We did.
Hinchcliffe.
Oh, maybe that's the one I'm thinking of.
Hinchcliffe,
I
I
don't-
provided
O'Hearn was
one.
just a garage. It's right next to my house. I believe.
That, yeah, the
Yeah,
O'Hearn.
yeah,
from
that
Old
was-
Springfield
Yeah,
was it?
that's just a garage.
Yeah, didn't we do that last?
Yes,
So we approved the garage, but there was no septic approved to it.
yeah, they were putting a septic in the garage.
Oh, they were.
Yes.
But we approved that last week, about 2 weeks ago.
A workshop
So
with a
was it
single-
because it was a
single
small,
bathroom.
a small plan and not a full size?
I believe it was a full-size plan.
Will you reach out and see if it's
Yep.
to them and see if it's. All right, so. Yes, there is, but this,
Oh, so that's for Paul. Thank you.
so Kim, I'm gonna let you, because you started, I think you started this, green stormwater infrastructure.
Do we have any?
We have an update. No, I have it down here. DES.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it is, but I don't.
That's fine. This is two places.
Okay, so. The green stormwater update, the infrastructure project, we put in for a grant for green stormwater. This is an infrastructure project that was offered through the state and through Upper Valley Planning, where you entered in, and if you were lucky enough to get chosen, and I guess Croydon was one of the people or towns that was lucky enough to get chosen. We did a couple of different sites, but one of the ones that they did was for the Sadie Muzzy Park, Ash Swamp Brook, and the runoff all back through here, and where it goes and drains down into the sugar. We had a couple different sites, but that's the one that was chosen. So as an update, they're reaching out to schedule an in-person site visit for the Green Stormwater Infrastructure Project proposed at the town offices in Croydon. The site visit is scheduled for May 27th at 9:20 a.m. So they would like us to respond as soon as possible if this date and time works for us.
What's the date again?
May 27th.
Is that the one that goes all the way to the fire department? To the river?
It comes right here between the Historical Society and the Town Hall and down this way.
Okay.
And they'll be doing things like looking at what they can do to control runoff, erosion, and do it in a manner that where it would be rain gardens or rain barrels or plantings to divert the water, or a way to do a natural retention pond that would dissipate the water before it actually hits the road or the culverts, before it gets into the Sugar River, so that the siltation and sand and dirt and any other things are held here on the natural portions rather than the strict runoff that comes through. So it is a Wednesday. I'm gonna put in for the time off.
Will that have to be maintained also?
I'm not certain, it depends on the amount that they do, but yes, I am sure there is maintenance that will be involved in it, like anything that we do. It's just, rather than a straight culvert, where you just have everything run down into a culvert and then run straight out, what they're trying to do is return the water into the ground and infiltrate the aquifer or any type of water that's being held in the ground. So that's why it's green stormwater. They want to control the stormwater, and they want to make sure that it returns back to the ground. Like, could we water a little garden back here? Could we make a little pond back here? All kinds of different things, and they'll present different options. It's not a complete grant, or it could be a complete grant. It could be that they tell us this is what we could do, and if you really like this option, then it's a buy-in of an 80-20. If you don't want that option, then it might be that, they'll give us something else where it would be a complete grant, but it won't be exactly what is the best for Croydon. So it's meeting them on site and seeing what they can tell us that they can do, and then determining which one of the different options would be best for us. But to just have this kind of a grant, to look at it, well, we have to go through with it. So this is great news.
I put it in my calendar.
Good.
Should be
I'm
able to go.
gonna take the morning off too, so.
9:20?
Yeah, 9:20.
Weird time.
So that's a good thing. Love that. Very, very small stuff. So it's an engineer from Weston and Sampson who would be coming up with people from Upper Valley Planning. So I would say yes, let's schedule it, and as many of us that can show up.
Yep.
All right. Now we have the Lake and Lift Lodge's shoreland permit application.
Martin is here.
I'm here.
Martine, can you come up so we can,
Yes. Stand
So-
here in front of you?
no, right, here, just go on
Okay,
the
thank
table, yeah.
Little
So-
down to the right.
You've gotten the DES approval for this, it looks like. This is what I'm,
So I
That's the
haven't got the full approval, so it's a preliminary, but like I'm still in that 20 more days waiting period until I get the final approval. So I fully understand that I'm not gonna get a building permit today. I just want to make you all aware, sort of get on the agenda. I have the drawing for the house, and both the septic test pit has been dug, that has been submitted, but will only grant that logically from the state until the shoreland is approved, and
Right.
these things are connected to each other.
Yes.
So we're waiting on the shoreland. All of the files, the abutters have been informed, went through the whole process, and so that is right now at the state. And as soon as we get a green, I expect this septic to be on 99%, just immediately green too, which would then get us to the building permit official.
Right.
I wrote the check. Hey, that's part of
What
it.
an
You gotta pay your
optimist.
taxes here. I've learned that's quick. I like it.
So when you come back, when we get that approval, and you come back with your septic, because we start with the septic first,
Yes,
make sure it's the full size,
yes,
so we can read it.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get a printed full A true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, yeah, I'm just making sure that you all wouldn't see any sort of obligations, given that I'm far enough off the land, of the shore, and you know, going through all the permit processes.
Yeah, and that's why we like to have that big
Yes.
one, so we can see the setbacks and stuff.
Yes.
Because Kim can't read this.
Fair enough.
Just gonna get her one of those magnifiers for the page.
Kim, I do have it maybe helps a little bit with color, gives a little bit more
No, I'm still too small.
contrast. Okay, sorry. I tried.
Yes, you did.
I appreciate the effort, but it's still too small.
I sent to town clerk also the PDF, and you can zoom
Oh,
in. There's a
yeah.
lot of
Okay.
resolution for on a computer to zoom in.
Yes. Eventually, I would love to have everything submitted electronically so that we can put it up on the screen and look at it.
Yeah, so
We'll
I
get there.
okay. Oh, eventually, yeah,
Yes.
because I did submit it. If you all ever need help with the tech side of things.
That's good
know
to
somebody?
know.
Yeah.
I know a certain person.
Thank you.
You want the color roll?
Do you want to put
If you don't, if
We'll
you
just
guys
put it all
have
together.
yeah.
We'll just put it
Yeah,
all
you
together.
can all have them.
Is
I have
all
unlimited of
copies?
those.
Oh, so
Yeah, everyone.
So we
is
can each have a
it's
copy.
zoom out from Cash Street because last time I did that
Did
with the
Ed get
building
one?
permit. I also didn't make that quite clear.
You
So
might
if
have
you
one.
see from Cash Street, zoom out,
Want
and
one,
then
Ed?
zoom in for the buildings.
Perfect. Okay.
I like it. All right.
Okay,
We'll wait to get.
thank you
your
so
things.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, it's not. It's the dude behind
It's called-
All right, now we have. The Economic and Labor Market Information Bureau of New Hampshire Employment Security wants to update their website with our information. I've never done this before. Have you done?
Oh, yeah. Community profiles, yep. I have got to get some new glasses.
Okay, so I'll read this
So it wasn't your prints.
It is tiny, and it's gray.
It's not a standard size print, I'll say that.
But it looks like they just want to add any amenities that Croydon has or whatever to their website. So
A
people can
community
see what
profile.
Croydon
Yeah.
has to offer.
So we use this in planning, so we'll go out and we'll get all of the community profiles, so to speak, anything about it. We use comparisons. This is very important. And yes, it needs to be updated. I can see that there are certain things that, happy to go ahead and take this on and reach out and ask people questions when I just want some double checking of my answers.
So do you want this? Thank you. All right, now, so just to update everybody, the school is going through a big project, a big update this summer. They're paving their entire parking area, and the school approached the select board and said, to make it cohesive and work better, it would be better if we paved the beginning of Forehand Road to make it one big loop. And if we do that, the school is going to pay for the paving if the town can provide a ditch for the service line. They just need some labor. They want some labor from Mitchell to dig a service line and to do a little bit of ditching to make sure everything is good with the paving job. So the town is not paying for any paving over at that project, and we're getting a paved driveway. And it's gonna be 4 inches and not 3, because I made sure it was the good stuff. And we have the driveway permit for DOT to allow that to happen. And that will be all underway this summer.
And the only thing that would additionally require from us would be the plow portion to be paid.
Which we already.
We do it,
Already
we do it
filed.
for the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that way that, at the end of the road won't be as slippery, because we'll be able to put some salt down and,
So
yeah.
that is the map that I sent to Aaron, it's a blow up. You can see from 1950 where the state, Herbert Barton gave the state and the town that blue triangle.
Yep.
The Forehand Road, which was abandoned at that time, is the actual driveway that comes across in front of the school. You can see it right
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
I actually have copies. They're in color. So the state in 1950 put the entrance or access way into Forehand Road. And then at some point in time, I don't know when, at a safe route to school, somebody determined that the way to go in and out would be one way, and we've been maintaining it ever since, plowing for them. In 1971, the town voted to discontinue Forehand Road. So that came after the road was changed. That portion that became the driveway was discontinued in 1950 and given to the town. In 1971, Forehand Road was discontinued. And just so everybody knows, we spoke about it at our last 2 meetings. So that's what I have about it.
Thanks, Kim.
Can you do this one? You want? Okay, we're gonna skip around a little bit. Neil Smith, Jason Rook, can you guys come up so we can talk about the driveway?
Yeah, but now I have a question.
Oh, why?
So is Forehand Road a town road or a private road?
It's a town road. It was closed, subject to gates and bars.
It's class 6 then.
It's class 6.
class
yes.
Okay. All right. First question answered.
So the driveway, we don't mind the driveway that you're proposing. What we have been doing, because there's been a lot of these where there are 2 homes on one driveway, so I'm gonna use an example just because it's easier to explain. Up on Glidden Road, someone proposed a driveway, they did their driveway in their house, and then their family member wanted a house behind, so they made the driveway, so it's now a road, and that road is called Windy Birches, so that for 911 purposes, they go to the right house. So I think what the board is inclined to do is that where they turn to go to Jody's house is make that a new road name. So that.
A new access.
Right, because the way it looks like, you come up Forehand, you go past the person's property that wants the driveway.
Yep.
And then you go into Jody and Ian's driveway, and then you turn into theirs, correct? So if we make from that 90, make that a road name, so that for 911 purposes, we know that which one's Jody's and which one is this new one, we can do that, but we've got to have a road name for it. And we'll have to get a road sign.
Okay. Totally my opinion. Do what you want. The only difference I saw there between Windy Birches, let me explain this. So this property up here has road frontage on Forehand Road. Therefore, it can have a 911 number of Forehand, even though the driveway is up around the corner. Windy Birches, you put another house on that same road way behind that has no road frontage on Glidden Road.
Okay.
That's why I said that one has for example, I know we don't care about Newport, but Newport does have one house that I know of from experience. It's actually, the only way to get to it is on Columbus Circle. But the address of that house is Sunapee Street. But you can't get to it from Sunapee
can't
Street.
get to
You
it
have
from
to go up Columbus Circle. So that's why I thought this place could be the same. It really doesn't really need to name that road. 911 purposes, we'll have them put a sign down on Forehand Road, and it's kind of knowledge we can come around the corner and go in the driveway. Just my opinion, but
So,
you guys.
for planning purposes and
Yep.
driveway regulations, we need to codify this. So are you saying for driveway regulations, if they have frontage on a street, they can have the number on the street regardless of where the driveway's coming
Correct.
from? And
Correct.
you don't care what E911 purposes are?
No, because 911 will still show that house located on Forehand Road, because it does have road frontage. Just the entrance to it is going to be on the side.
So typically, they want the house handed to the road with the driveway coming off the road.
No. That's what I was saying about Newport. This house does not have a
Yeah,
driveway
no,
coming off of Sunapee Street.
Half of the houses that were made that
right,
way are
there's
from
quite a
like
few,
100
yeah.
years ago. Where
So, you know,
everybody's
my only argument is they have road frontage.
Mhm.
If it was further up and they had no road frontage on Forehand, then I would say, yes, you really need to rename that road. So for anything else,
well,
if
it's
you
not
got.
a road, it's a driveway.
Correct. But either way, you know, Windy Birches was a driveway too, until all of a sudden they decided to put a second house out there. But that second house has no road frontage on Glidden. So it was like, how do you number it? That's why I requested that road to be named.
So for E911 purposes, in the book, it shows that what you do is you name it Glidden Road, you just use the different numbers. But I don't care, I really have no dog in this fight.
Yeah.
Except that I want to have consistency in
Yes.
how we do it. I don't want to tell one person when they come in, you have to rename your entire access, you have to go and change your driver's license, change your bank cards,
Yeah, it's a
change
huge pain in the
everything.
ass.
Right, right.
And,
And
you know, to change the address to something that's been there for 20 years, that's more confusing.
we've
Right.
already done that to the lady off of Glidden.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
right,
it's
yeah.
just
That's
from
why
a
I'm
standpoint
saying
of-
I
yeah.
want to make this consistent for everybody. So if we're going to say you have road frontage, you can have the road frontage be this, then we need to make that the way that it is.
Right.
But we need to have, I need to know that if somebody says the address is 87 Forehand Road, that you're gonna be able to get there and you're
Yep.
not gonna drive by it looking for it.
No, because I'm going to request that they have a sign down at the road, down at the.
Well,
bottom.
they'll put the sign in, we won't.
Can I ask a layman's question, because
Sure.
I'm not knowledgeable of E911 or how anything comes up on you guys' notifications or anything like that. So, again, no dog in the fight, simple question. Say, one of these, say they call the EMTs,
Mhm.
not that you would need it, hopefully you don't.
God,
You
please.
call EMTs, they gotta get up there. They see that this address is right here, but there's a stone wall. Do they know they have to go around that turn? and
Yes,
access?
because 911 will map it out. Once I enter that address in, they always come out afterwards and they
Okay.
map
Yeah.
everything out.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that it's a note that will be made. Through
Unknowledgeable
911,
person, I didn't
yeah.
know how it worked.
Yeah.
Yep. that's how
You'll
that works.
actually put that into the computer, right? Go up. or
No,
down.
So-
I don't, no.
When a call comes through, it comes through on our app. So it shows us every hydrant location and even every driveway location associated to that address.
Correct.
Oh, wow.
So we hit Google Map and it will take us, even on one, say, Forehand Road, it will take us right to that location.
Right.
So even if there's a stone wall there, it won't ding us. It'll say, hey, we're on scene until that right there shows us we're in the driveway.
No, I wanted
Correct.
to make
Right,
sure that
right.
anybody that needed to get there knew
Yeah,
that.
no,
you
that's,
know what I mean?
yep,
Like,
and that's exactly what E911 does. They, like I said, after he gets entered in, they come out, they map it out. So when we get that call, it shows right on the map where the driveway is. Yep, so there'll be no issue.
So that's fine,
Yeah.
I'll codify it in the driveway regs because that's what
I
we're
would
trying
just,
to do.
for future, I would just tell people, look, if you're gonna put a road in, but if you're putting houses in afterwards, then yes, that road's gonna have to be named. But if they have road frontage on a certain road already,
Now, as we had already explained to Mr. Smith in our March planning board meeting, that he was going to have to change the name of the access per E911, because that is what we had already done.
right,
And so now we understand that as long as they have road frontage on a street, they can go ahead.
yes.
I have a question. So instead of naming Windy Birches, couldn't there have been a sign at the end of that driveway saying 26 and 28 Glidden Road?
There could have been.
Yes.
If we had known at the time when they built the first house that they were gonna build a second house, but we didn't know that
What's
at
to
the time.
stop?
So
Yeah,
typically
so
when you
it's just-
lay
it's like
out-
two different, it's the same situation, but we're applying different rules. I realize you have road frontage.
Yeah, and honestly, like the old road rules were you had to have 250-foot road frontage for the subdivision, you know? So, if there's that, that's what we base things off of. So I think it's a different situation. The other one didn't have road frontage, you know?
If Jason's okay with it, I'm okay with it.
I'm fine, as long as we put it in the rules so that everybody understands the rules. If this is how it's going to be, so that we don't have a confusion.
Yep.
I hated saying one thing to one person and then saying something else to someone
Yeah.
else.
Which,
That is confusing, and I don't like to be giving people mixed messages.
Yep.
So it's also confusing is, to Sue's question, is having 26 and 28. It could be on the mailbox that you have that 911 address, it's 26, 28.
which
But
one's 26 and which one's 28?
They never labeled the house.
Yeah.
And we had that instance one time where we went to the wrong house because we thought that was 26 because it was first, or however, and it was actually the back house.
Oh, yep.
So having that street name and having that number actually helps us out
Yeah.
more.
So
But
we
I
don't break
just-
the wrong door down.
we may label the mailbox, but people don't label their house correctly. So,
I'm all about it. Do you have it there?
Right away. Thanks for showing up, by the way, Neil.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jason.
So we're good? Everybody's good?
E911 has to sign an address.
Okay. And they'll do that afterwards?
so Jason would have to go out and, Jason,
So,
we still need a 911 address? Correct.
So we can't sign it.
Then you'll need to give that to.
okay, yeah, can you take this and make sure everything's good before we, I don't know, where's the paper?
So he would input it into the computer for 911, and then that would say yes. And at that point, you have your address.
Okay.
Perfect.
It's a regular driveway. You want to be road frontage, you gotta drive.
Alright, so. Okay, so now we're gonna do public forum. No? Okay. Okay, so this, the flood thing?
Road posting.
Okay, so
Oh,
road postings? Yeah,
There's one on the bottom of Weather Mill anyway. Right in my driveway.
what does that mean?
Shared road.
For what?
For 18.
For the four-wheelers.
Oh,
Yeah, but we still have road postings up even on
So-
Old Springfield Road for muddy season.
right,
Yeah.
so I talked to him yesterday, and asked him about that, and the date on his form was the 12th.
Yep.
He was taking some off, he's been giving people permission to use them, but
Yep.
he is slowly taking all of the signs down.
We're gonna have 3 days of rain, we could get up to 2.5 inches, so
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
I
talked to,
understand him being a little
yeah,
cautious.
and I asked him if he, to leave the ones on Old Springfield Road until after this rain event.
Also on Turnpike, the
Yeah.
dirt is up,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, so I know that they're all supposed to come down, but I thought.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
No,
absolutely.
he's watching.
Yeah,
And as he's learning the roads, this will give him a good idea of how they drain and where he wants to add some ditches or do the grading.
He's doing a great
first.
job. Great job.
And then this? Oh, I don't have anything. I don't
Kathy Sullivan would be for animal
The animal control.
control, picking up cats and dogs and things like that. We never really voted.
Yeah, I had all my answers answered,
Oh.
and I believe it's a great fit for Croydon.
So it's $1,500 a year, 24/7. And that's, she takes care of everything, the rabies shots, the vet visits, finding the owners or adopting out.
We didn't get her information in time to get it on a warrant article. So it's up to us to pick it up and run with it and then put it on a warrant article for next year.
So, we've had her before.
Yep.
And I've called her several times. And that black dog is still around my house.
Yes, it is.
So, I have a hard time with this woman because I don't know if she's willing to go onto properties like that and
She
Do
can't
it.
go on private property if it's posted. She's the same thing as an assessor. If that property is posted, she cannot go on it. If the dog is off the property and somebody can trap it, then she can take the dog.
Yes.
And she can make sure that the dog has its shots.
It's
and
a
is
10-day,
licensed.
7-day hold.
Yep.
She holds them for 10.
So it all depends on the circumstances.
That black dog's been down in my neck of the woods as well.
Will she come out and trap a dog on your property?
I don't know.
If you give her permission.
There you go.
So that black dog is not all that mean if you get close enough to him and you're quiet enough with him. I can put a leash on him.
My kids.
Yeah,
He's
no, I
come
wouldn't
after
want
my
you.
kids
one-
and my
yeah,
dog.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Your kids are small and they're running.
Mm-hmm.
He sees them and he wants to herd them and chase them.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit of a different animal.
She's Kim.
Yeah. But that's all I'm saying. And then in the last couple of years, the dog has taken the brunt for the owner's bad behavior.
Mhm.
So he's being shunned and yelled at, and things are being thrown at him. So he's learning to dislike people even more. So again, it's going to be up to somebody to catch him off of his property and then call Ms. Sullivan.
If the board wants to move forward with this, that's fine, and then see how it goes for the year, and then let the town vote if you want to keep her for
Yes,
moving forward.
that's fair.
I think so. I make a motion that we go ahead and hire Kathy Sullivan as our animal control officer.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And I'll make an addendum based on the terms that Amy spoke of, hire her for the year and then put it to the town folks.
And
But can we also-
Give reports periodically. That'd be all right.
If there's any activity, she would.
Well, I guess-
Like, she's messaged me about the cat on Barton Road. And so everything,
So
yeah,
if-
but
If we're
everything,
not happy with her, the outcome after 3 months, 4 months, do we have to keep her on for a year? And do we pay her the full $1,500 up front of her monthly stipend? I don't feel comfortable paying someone $1,500
I can
not
ask her.
knowing.
Right.
I
If they're gonna
think
do
we
the
can
job.
do it, because she does other towns monthly.
Yes.
or-
Yeah.
I don't, she
so-
does monthly or quarterly.
Quarterly.
I would feel
Even
more
if you
comfortable.
put 6 now.
Try for 6
Or-
months.
Or, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Quarterly,
750 now.
yeah.
Yep.
And then the other half.
I would
either
feel
at
more
the end
comfortable
of
So
the
do it
year.
And if it doesn't work out,
Biannually?
yeah, and if it doesn't work out for the town, then we just terminate services and we're not out $1,500.
So I'll ask her for a biannual. Okay. Thank you.
We get our contact information on the website as well. That way everybody can
Yes.
Yep.
have all that.
I'll make sure she agrees to this and then,
That way they don't have to get a hold of us to get a hold of.
Well, we're putting stuff on the web, household hazardous waste needs to go on the web too. There's one coming up in Grantham.
Didn't we have that at the last?
I thought so, I brought it in, but I think it needs to be on our website. What's next, Madam Chair?
No trespass orders, old items.
That will be for non-public.
Okay. National Flood Sugar River dredging. A resident called and asked about enrollment into the National Flood Insurance Plan and the status of the dredging of the Sugar River.
Who is dredging where in the Sugar River?
I don't know, but we are not doing the National Flood Insurance Plan.
We do not, we actually, the town of Croydon actually did, at one point in time, vote to become involved in the natural flood insurance plan. The building permit process in the floodplain was onerous. It was 7 or 8 pages that you had to go through just to build within the floodplain. And the permitting process that you had to go through was incredible. The zoning ordinance still has language that speaks to the flood insurance plan. But in order for anybody to do anything, anybody who has a house on Cash Street or anywhere around in the floodplain would have to probably, if they were going to put on, let's say, an ADU, the ADU, which would normally cost $90,000, would be probably $290,000 in the floodplain. And quite a few of the people in the floodplain that I looked up have reached out to FEMA and had the portion of their house changed. So they've changed the coordinates so that they can insure without being in the floodplain. Kim McKenney has asked about this at the last couple of
Several years. Yes.
And I brought a whole packet for her, and then she hasn't come to ask about that at the town meeting. So I will bring that packet in. If anybody wants me to go through that, I've got all kinds of information about it. But I would like to know where they're dredging in the Sugar River, because we need to call DES, because they're not supposed to be dredging in the Sugar River.
So
The only place that you could do it without being seen would be along part of the stretch. Yeah, you know where I'm talking about.
This, you would be,
And that's
either way, you
the
would be
thing.
seen.
Are they
Either way.
talking about the project down in Newport for the side of the road?
Yeah, that's Newport.
That's the only,
It's the only other thing right
Anyways, all right, so updates from the town clerk tax collector. They're closed Memorial Day 4/25, 5/25, sorry. The last day to change your party before the primary is June 2nd, to look up your party affiliation on the Secretary of State website. We have that on there. There's a website.
Yep.
Get your
Yep.
information. Is that it? Can I go to
Dog.
Dog licensing is now
Oh.
past due. So make sure you get your dog licensed before fees come out.
now? I'd like to make a motion to open public forum.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody?
While we're on the subject of the road agent, what is up with the highway department?
Can you come up to the mic, please?
While we're talking about the highway department, what is up with the highway department?
What about
What do
it?
you mean?
Like what?
What do I mean?
Yes.
You haven't seen?
Seen what?
You only got one person working. Is he a subcontractor?
No?
He works for the town.
Yes.
Is he allowed to work alone?
Yes.
He is?
We've had people working alone before.
I don't think it's legal to work
I
alone.
don't know if we ever micromanaged our other.
I think you
road agents
recommended
quite
the
as
the
much.
last two guys you had, pretty good.
No,
We didn't have
we're
somebody
not,
holding our
we're
hand
not
like-
gonna get
we didn't
into
have-
that.
Hold on one second. We didn't have somebody
Well,
holding
we
our hand.
will, it's part of the subject.
So, Mr. Quimby.
Are you worried about his
Yeah.
safety, Mr. Quimby?
Yes.
Well, I'm worried about somebody could he's got his own business, he could get hurt, pull in the garage, walk in there, fall down, call up and say it happened to that town hall right there, and sue the town. Do you know he couldn't?
Anybody could do that. You could have done that.
Anybody, yeah, but if you got a helper, if
Excuse
you
me,
got a
sir, Please
helper,
don't raise your voice with me.
You could have done that walking up the stairs on the way into the building today. You could have
Okay.
fallen down at work.
Okay.
To,
All
I'm
right.
just saying.
how come the roads aren't graded?
Did
He
you-
has a lot of different projects going on. He's working on it. He was up on Old
He
School.
wasn't even working today at all.
No, he was in Concord at a class all day, actually, because he
Okay.
takes his job seriously. And he'll be on vacation next week,
So
just
he's
so
gonna
you
work
know.
by
Just so
himself
you
all
know,
summer?
Gary, he'll be on vacation all next week.
Hey,
He's
so
gonna
you-
be working all by himself. He's gonna be on vacation all next week, and the roads are gonna go another whole week without being graded.
He has been grading roads here and there. He's
Are you
he's
guys
making-
gonna get a full-time helper for him?
no,
I haven't
but
seen anything posted.
we have a budget for a part-time helper, which we have had. And right now,
But we had a full-time helper before.
Mhm. And it was a waste of money.
So all the work that's been done on the ditches and culverts all this last 10 years was a waste of money?
No, some of it was, because some of the culverts that were put into Cash Street that last fall, brand new, got ripped out.
Why did they get ripped out?
I don't know, ask Joseph.
And then certain culverts that did run along Lover and.
All right,
We're-
you know what?
Listen, he can work on his own legally, he's very efficient, he's getting the job done, and when he needs help, he reaches out and we get him help. We have people
Well,
on
he needs
payroll.
help because the roads aren't graded.
Now, every road is gonna get graded right now, Gary, he's trying
Not
to.
every road is gonna get graded. People are gonna drive through potholes the rest of the summer or
No,
what?
but he went and did Pine Hill the other day and then it rained. It's mud
That's
season.
a perfect time to do it, right before rain, and pass it.
Yeah, but he's
Instead of
also
it being
dealing
dry.
with some violations at the dump that we need to get taken care of, so that doesn't get shut down.
Obviously,
And then
you
he's
need more
also
help.
dealing. Everybody needs more, I need more help, Gary.
Wow.
Thank you.
Mr.
If you have anything else, say it now.
Say it now?
Yeah, if you have anything else, what else do you have? Anything?
Well, I also think that when the town is gonna give out jobs, that there ought to be a scope of work, and there ought to be estimates on those jobs. I understand that under 10,000, you can give it to anybody you want. But at the same time, before you give these jobs out, you should have other estimates so that you know if somebody isn't overbidding the job to begin
We
with.
are getting estimates. We got an estimate for roadside cutting for 13.5.
To get estimates for those stairs and those stairs out there,
We did. We
Yeah,
asked for
actually, we did.
years for estimates, and nobody came forward for them until
I was
last.
asked to give an estimate, and I didn't give one because there was no scope of work.
We did put out a.
How can
We
you,
did
how can
put
you
out
give
a-
an
we did.
estimate on a
You
You
job?
put
when
out,
there's no
you
scope of
put
work?
out the scope of work.
Put out a scope of work.
We
You
had a
did?
scope of
Yeah.
work.
He did.
We put it
Yeah,
out to
after-
bid.
yeah.
We had a scope of work, we had the
There
materials,
were
we had a
plans.
material list, we had plans. Nobody came forward. Nobody
Did you
gave us
call
a
the
bid.
valleys and ask
I
them
worked-
about the carpenters?
I did. I worked with Frank Wiggins out there, and I said, Frank, what is the best solution for this? Do I have to move these
Well,
concrete
I'm
pylons?
talking about, did you ask the valleys?
Why would I ask the valleys? Frank
Because
Wiggins.
they know all
did it.
kinds of people that could do the job, right here in
Frank
town, instead
Wiggins
of
could do the
Gary.
job.
You know
You think
what?
somebody can
Point
drive up
of
here from
order,
Gary
we're done.
and do
Point of
those
order.
steps?
Point of order,
Are you angry you didn't get to do the steps, Gary?
What's
point of
that?
You
point of
angry?
order, point
I
of
wouldn't have done
order.
the steps anyway.
Okay,
Ask
then
Ed,
what?
I told
Point
him.
of order,
That's
enough.
code agent, and now
Don't
we're
get all
on
shook up and act like a little kid.
I'm not acting like a little kid.
You are.
Gary.
All right, all right.
We're done.
We can't.
Yeah.
So you had two questions. Do you have a third one? Or
I do.
what?
My granddaughter went to the dump, and when she was there, the attendant there asked if she had a permit, which she wasn't sure because she had my truck, and said she wasn't sure, and was told to beat it. But she couldn't be there because she didn't know if she had a permit or not. Now, whether you got a permit or not, or whether you're from town or not, if you're an attendant at the transfer station, you shouldn't be telling somebody to beat it. You should tell them, sorry, you can't dump your trash today.
So that's something I will follow up with Mason on, and if that did
It
happen.
wasn't him.
Oh, don't worry about it. He's saying that my husband said that to his granddaughter.
I'm not saying that.
You know, I know that you already accused.
I didn't
Mr.
accuse him of
Burkhammer
anything.
to his face.
Like, if anybody knows
saying
my
that
granddaughter,
He
would not
doesn't know
make
your
that up.
daughter, he doesn't know your granddaughter, and I'm
Well,
sorry,
must-
but my
how many people
husband
does
would
it tell to
never
beat?
tell.
So regardless of that comment, it is stated that you do need your permits
Yes,
displayed
there's a
on
big
your.
sign.
Hold on one second. You
And
need-
that's
you need-
fine,
Yep.
that's fine.
So any vehicle that comes
But
into
you
the
don't
transfer
tell
station.
somebody to beat it.
You're right, if it did or it didn't happen, we'd be on that right now. We're talking about the permit. So the permit needs to be
Changing
displayed.
the subject.
I'm not changing the subject. Okay? I'm
I've
just,
never been asked for a permit.
okay, it's on the, board before you go up to the transfer station,
Yeah.
that you need to have your permit present on your windshield to dump into put in the transfer
So how
station.
come I've never been asked for a permit?
I don't know. It's something that we've been trying to enforce. When I ran the transfer station, I made sure everyone had one on their dash as well. I know Mason's doing it as well. Some people in the
Okay, I'm
past.
just saying, that's not the way to turn somebody away.
You're
That's
right.
all I'm saying.
No one should have said that. If they said it, then they're in the wrong. I don't know if they did or they didn't. I can just tell you what I know is that the permit needs to be in the windshield, regardless of what vehicle you have. So moving forward, we will try to be better at telling people about the permits.
Anybody got anything else?
I also heard Rick Kimball was riding around with the selectmen,
I make a
looking
mo-
at
I
the
ma-
culvert.
I make a
Is
mo-
that true?
No.
Point of
No, it
order.
wasn't.
Is it true?
No,
No?
it's not true.
Okay. Well, I just heard it. I don't know if it's true.
It's not.
I make a
true.
motion, we close public forum.
Second.
All
Oh,
in
look
favor?
at that.
Thank you.
Alright, so, I make a motion to go into non-public regarding, under RSA 91-A:3, employment matters.
I second.
Amy Free, aye.
Susan Kimball, aye.
Sean Douglas, aye.
Kimberly Burkhammer, aye.
Angela Nelson, could you please join us?
Oops. Now I'm destroying them.
I'll trade you.
I'm going home, because after that, they'll close everything.
That's my thought.
Yep. What's my senior room? We'll see when you come along. So we're trying to get home from that. Tell them I'm still enjoying. Jelly one? No.
Sue, you're leaving what, next week or the week after?
Next week.
That's what I thought, the 18th, right?
Yeah. Straight in when we were new. Yeah. You get down to business, you know.
How much land you got up there? At the house, we have a little bit of swamp area, down by the, Park Road, down by Lively's old house. And up a little bit towards the field, total, total is 57 acres. I had the forest and go through it, and, they have 47 now, so they would get, some. So I cleared it, because I didn't want to hire somebody like Kimball in 10 years.
I'm just used to seeing.
That company,
His
I know
face.
somebody.
His face.
And I don't want, they left no tree roots, only about the size of the little dog. So, I tried to buy
And I get
over
really
from my friend. My mother wouldn't let me. She was, and she didn't want me to take out all the summer. And so, not a, yeah. She ended up, she shot me down, so I wouldn't work for land. But if that's something the youth wants to do, they have cattle or whatever, then that's my guess. But I got a friend of mine that's a forester, and he figured them out. And when the saplings are little pines, he's gonna go over and show me how to manage it.
So are you taking a trip?
But you remember when my grandfather, they were friends, and my grandfather was lost. And, my grandfather could see, he was kind of spending a lot of time with Kenny, but on the property. And Kenny was able to walk loads of water out of there. And when my grandfather got the Selectmen stuff, there was less than what we could have. So my grandfather did, so, and they never got it. So we decided that instead of letting everything go down, that we would get out of it. Now, we grow.
That's nice.
But we paid big amount of money for timber tax. There's a lot of timber in these. And what we made on it, we paid a lot of income tax. in case somebody's gets hurt, Jason's got a combination with a lock on, which is the same combination that get a fire truck with no chain around it and bolted flag to it. All he has to do is, it's in the fire trucks and stuff, off the Rockland property. That, the gate code and everything. So if somebody gets in there, the ambulance and the fire truck can get in there instead of coming through that driveway. So I did that, I worked with the state, with it, driving, for that on. And then I told Brenda, when you're it was gonna be, there was gonna be, at least 3 kids in the house. For her to get ready to pay a lot of taxes to school kids. So I wound her criminal. And then it cooled down, and she said, I thought you were gonna, sell my house lot. I said, oh no, I'm gonna break it into 2 parcels of land. And I decided to take, my settlement money that I got from her, and I'm gonna buy, 2, what do I want to call them? They're not condos, but they're duplexes. I told her, I said, same thing, you're gonna have a lot of kids, and it's gonna be big bedroom units, and it's gonna be, I love the land really well. And, so I told her I was putting in 2 big duplexes. She serves and shit, so why don't I do that? I guess I'll head home. I gotta go home and eat some. Have you seen how much weight I've lost? I went from 209 down to 161. And 3 ounces as of today. So I'm on the sugar medicine, and that sugar medicine also helps you lose weight. So, that, and I've been eating a special diet and exercise for my house. And I just went down, I ended up my good friend with her, and stuff. And, she ended up giving me that family and close friends, great, so I can go in there and work out, when it's raining and stuff like that. So I take the whole year, and once it goes up, I'll just keep, it'll come right out of my bank. Because I don't want to big belly again. I don't want, it built my self-esteem. Yeah, you remember my dad's call? Yep. Well, him and his girlfriend, Ronnie Johnson, is it Ronald Johnson? It's not the one who lives here in Croydon, but, the one that, lived in Newport. His daughter ended up, her and Mark built the house, bought the house, and, she just sent me pictures. The balance, took a picture of the tree, the only thing I had was the brook in case of fire. And my mom was taxing me so much, and I was thinking it was her property, but I was known as yes acres. And, I was paying $500 more than she was for all of it. So I talked to her, and I said, I'm not going back there, I'm buying from my settlement, buying brother out the property. And, for what it took, we had it free. And, everything, I gave him 2 checks for the property. And he's happy, I'm happy, so it's all done. And do you know when you do that, even with family, that you, like, say if you were my best friend, and I wanted to write, I was agreeing, I wanted to write you $23,000 check. I would give it to you, you wouldn't pay no taxes on it, and I would pay no taxes on it. A loophole that says that if I'm wealthy, I can give away as much money as I want in my life, up to $3 million. I don't have to stay within, I think it's 10 grand a year. So I hired Shani Boyd for everything. And me and my brother used to make trips down there every time we needed to sign paperwork. And you know, with somebody like Shani Boyd, if you want to be around the bush, they know they're all like, yeah. Boy, you really, yeah.
2 weeks ago, I knew we'd been talking.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the only thing I agree on is how birds still get out of it. I went there, and my buddy was driving, even though it is like a whole check, you know, really, I never did like on that style, but putting a new headliner, rebuilding, fixing it out, it has no rust. Instead of going to the in show, because they don't have the power anymore. So I'm gonna take the truck down to the expo, just show us like they do your papers and all that other. It'll give me a hobby.
And I had this for quite a few days. So I went, and the dog got up. He came in and he said, "It's Madeline." I told him, he sticks the thing on.
Lynn's doing pretty good, isn't she?
Yeah.
We tried to get her to,
So.
she's only sat down right on a Monday morning to have coffee and donuts with us.
So
He's always on the run.
Yeah.
it was on a Tuesday. Sunday morning, he just got back from Texas. Saturday night about 12. Sunday morning, he had me.
You know, girl, you were.
Yeah.
And the planning board.
I try to go to the planning board.
You do?
I haven't been to any.
Right.
I'm on vacation. I'm trying to get caught up once I got back.
Right. Yeah. Yeah,
men, some guy.
I heard that they wanted to
That's
downsize
why I
from
married.
drugs. Right. The problem with that, once you right, those are junkers, right?
I'm supposed to
And
take it.
announced yesterday,
And
drug inputs. So
you
you
know,
look at any town
I
that has
haven't
trying to
met
get rid of
one.
drugs, they spend a lot of money.
Maybe
Right.
$600.
Right. 6,000. Right. Right.
Yeah. So I do a very spare, and I got probably
Right.
5 or 6, maybe 7.
Right. Now, we got 2 trucks now, right? We got 2 plus 1. Right. And I don't know if he's gonna do it this year or not, but Jason was back up while they were hiring Mitchell, and another guy. Well, there were 3, there's 3 or 4 of them.
And then he gets
Right.
wraparound thing, and it's.
Get rid of one big truck, get one big truck, you get rid of it. You know, break down this big truck. Right. Don't get rid of it. Right. Right. It's gonna carry it. Right. It goes one ton. It just doesn't make sense. No. You got $1,000 to go. No, see, when I worked up at Eastern, we had trucks just about the same size. Crazy. And, I pushed the bank back, and then the night that, it wasn't snowing, I would go out and I would, window the snow back on all the roads. So the next storm, I had some. No, I don't do that.
I forgot my keys.
Right. No, no, it's not feasible. Or can really handle it with that amount of mileage.
My hearing aid gets the battery goes.
Right.
Would you do it? Because it's your turn. This is very important. Yeah. Oh, it's nice to see you. Well, I was thinking about these. We still got to find each other. Oh, okay. I'll just say, can you take care of yourself? Say like, I will. Okay, thank you.
Have a good one, Sue. I'll see you when you get back.
Take her home,
Okay.
because they're just gonna close the meeting when we come out.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
But I'll do it on one thing. She gives me some supper because I've only had three sticks of cheese all day.
That's not enough. Brian, I didn't give you the hot keys.
I think I got the truck keys.
I got them. They were around when we needed to. Where'd you go?
I'm good, how are you? They're doing. So, yeah.
No, it's nice to see you. I haven't seen you for years.
I know, right?
We only see your sister when she's training somebody in Newport to go someplace else.
Yep. Yeah, she's in the Grantham branch running that now.
Is she?
Yep.
well, I just went out, she was there training too. I went in and one of the girls that takes care of me for my banking, I just turned around and I said to her, I said, all the people in here, the tellers and the other people, customer service, I said that has to put up with me. I said, get their crumbs going to order, what kind of chips they want, and what they want to drink. So your sister and her trainee was there too. So I went out and I bought everybody in the front half of the bank lunch for putting up with my nonsense.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
Yeah.
I wish you'd learned to cook. Well, it's good seeing you.
You too.
See, I picked on you this. I picked on you this time.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good, Melissa, are they just gonna close the meeting?
When they come back out, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, are you the one that gave the towel to?
Yes.
Well, I've been bringing every meeting,
And I've been sick, so I'm sorry.
so I think the towel I gave you before had a green. Okay, well, the chicken, I got the one in the chicken, and I put green on it, I thought, so I'll bring it next time.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I only have between 25 and 29 towels to make.
Oh my goodness. Oh, go easy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
First of all,
Go to a gym and they throw a quarter for the winter. You're gonna take the job, right? No?
For the town, I'm the treasurer.
I know you are, I vote for you.
I'm still not. I'm still not.
I know.
Still recording.
Still recording. Still recording.
Still recording, being recorded. Okay, are we all here? There he is, Mr. Spiker. I make a motion that we leave non-public session.
Second.
Amy Freak, aye.
Susan Kimball, aye.
Sean Douglas, aye.
Kimberly Burkhammer, aye. I make a motion that we enter public session.
Amy Freak, aye.
Susan Kimball, aye.
Sean Douglas, aye.
Kimberly Burkhammer, aye. I make a motion that we seal the minutes of the non-public session indefinitely.
Second.
Amy Freak, aye.
Susan Kimball, aye.
Sean Douglas, aye.
Kimberly Burkhammer, aye. Seeing as there's no more business to attend to, I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Illegal gun. Who gave me this? Who's writing this?
Illegal guns.